In a quiet town, there was a narrow street that divided two very different worlds. On one side stood tall, beautiful houses with bright lights and shiny cars. On the other, small huts made of tin, with cracked windows and wooden doors. Arian lived in one of the big houses. He had everything: expensive clothes, fancy toys, and the best seat in class. People praised him because of how he looked, not because of how he treated others. He walked with pride but carried something heavy inside: loneliness. His parents were always working, and though his house was full of things, it was empty of warmth. Just across the street lived Fidel. He had little torn shoes, secondhand books, and a home that leaked when it rained. But he had a big heart. He greeted people with kindness, helped his mother with chores, and never complained. He didn't have much, yet he smiled often. Arian saw Fadel every day, but not with kindness. He made fun of his clothes, ignored him in class, and looked down on him simply because he was poor. Fidel stayed quiet. He didn't fight back or cry, just kept doing the right thing, quietly, gently. Then, one rainy afternoon, everything changed. The sky grew dark and the ground slippery. Arian, walking home alone, slipped near a muddy alley. His ankle twisted, and his phone had no signal. People passed by, too busy to care. But someone saw him. Fadel. He didn't hesitate. Without thinking of the words, the laughs, the hurt, he ran to help. He gave Arian his plastic bag to cover his head from the rain. He lifted him up, steadying his steps, letting Arian lean on him all the way home. His hands were muddy, and his shirt was soaked, but his heart was clear. That night, Arian sat on his soft bed and thought about the boy he had always avoided, the same boy who had just saved him. He felt something he had never felt before: regret. The next morning, Arian waited at the school gate, not with his usual pride, but with honesty in his eyes. When Fadel walked in, Arian walked up to him and softly said, "Thank you." It was the first kind word he had ever spoken to him. From that day, the street between them wasn't a line that divided. It became a path that connected. Arian learned that respect isn't earned by wealth, and Fadel showed that true strength lies in patience and kindness. And in the heart of that small town, two boys, once strangers divided by judgment, became friends. Walking side by side on the same street they used to see so differently. Moral: don't judge someone by what they wear or where they live. Kindness lives where pride cannot, in the heart.